morning, it's the Just Because Buzz. This is Thread Tales number 27. It's Thursday, October 27, 2022, and look who joined me. We're at Louise's house. This is my friend Wanda. I've talked about her so many times on my FlossTube. She's the one that on Friday mornings, when we're not together, we're doing FaceTime and quilting, and we're the ones that made the Farm Girl vintage quilt. And now we're working on the Christmas, vintage Christmas quilt by Lori Holt. We were doing some cutting yesterday, getting ready to be able to sew together sometime while I'm here. So welcome, Louise. I'm so glad you're here.
Good to be here.
Yes. So little news, we did bridal showers and Louise hosted one for Jessica on Sunday, and it was just wonderful. And I want to show the hostess gifts. We did a little tray, and we did a little scissor fob for the hostess gifts for Louise's shower. And so tell them what you like about the little tray.
I was doing a cross stitch that needed beading. I was able to pour my beads in and they weren't rolling everywhere. So it made it perfect to corral my beads to make it easy to pick them up to stitch on my little piece.
So we'll show that piece in just a few minutes. But so this was an Erica Arndt. Both of these are free patterns on her FlossTube, and she tells you step by step how to do the little tray, and then she tells you step by step how to do the scissor holder. And this actually has a pattern that you can actually do 3 different scissor holder designs, and this is just one. I added the yo-yo. She doesn't have a yo-yo on hers, but she does have a button. So Erica Arndt, check her out. And then the other shower, I had shared earlier that I had made these bags, and this pattern is still available. Some of the ladies had asked about the pattern. It's still available, and you make the whichever bag you want. If you wanted the fold over, you could do that, or you could do the tie, which is what I did. And this was one of the ones that was left over. And so it has a pocket. You can stick a little utensil in there, and then the top pocket you stick the mix in and add the recipe. So those were fun to give. Bridal showers were wonderful. Everyone was so sweet and kind, and we just had a really good time celebrating Jessica and Jacob. And then thank you so much for your kind words about Allie. Y'all were so sweet to mention her, and just that you were praying for us, and we really appreciated it and felt those prayers. So thank you. All right, we're going to get into some old FFOs, and since I have my friend here with me today, we're going to talk about friendship. And she has a piece that is an older FFO. She doesn't, you remember when you stitched it? Oh, it has it on there. It has 89. So it says, "No one is rich enough to do without a friend." Isn't that sweet? We've been friends for at least 16 years. I was thinking about it this morning. I moved to Enterprise area in 2006 with my husband when he was on active duty, and our girls were like 4th grade and 1st grade, and Wanda has daughters that are very close in age to my daughters. So when I started looking for a quilt guild, I happened to bond the Enterprising Quilters, and Wanda is a charter member of that group. She was the youngest one at the time.
Not now.
She's not now, but that's okay. Anyway, it's a wonderful group. We were talking Tuesday at a little stitch group that lifelong friends have been made through that group. And we've lost a few really special ones, but still some just wonderful ladies. And so friendship is just key in this group. And then Wanda has an old FFO back behind her that we'll grab. This one.
Is that what you're
Go ahead with that one. And then we'll do this one too. So we both stitched to this one. And it's out of one of the Primitive Stitcher and Punch Needle magazine. And this was a birthday start, I think, a year ago for you.
Yeah.
This is one you had chosen.
Yes, I think so.
And we both stitched it. Wanda fully finished hers. And then I've got the pieces to fully finish mine, but just haven't done it yet. And then this is also a piece that Wanda did. So this is a really pretty wool applique piece, and it's by Calico Patch Designs, which is Vicki McCarty out of Moorhead, Kentucky. And this pillow just turned out gorgeous. wool applique, lots of pretty stitching and colors.
It was a fun stitch.
It's beautiful. All right. So those are our old FFOs we wanted to share. Next, we're going to go into new FFOs. And keeping with the friendship theme, I have one here that I gifted Louise yesterday. This was for her birthday. And this is a Shakespeare Peddler pattern. It's called the Friendship Tree. And
it is gorgeous.
Show it a little bit closer. Louise is the one holding the flower basket because she's a master gardener and has a gorgeous, gorgeous yard and flower beds. And then I'm standing here with my little kitty cat next to me. But we finished it with some velveteen, and the velveteen I purchased at the rug hooking show when I was there with my friend Anne, and we just did a simple finish on it.
But it's beautiful. I love it.
My friend. All right, and then another one that I fully finished was, this is the Lizzie Kate Thanksgiving Flip It, and it has a little charm here, and I like this so much that I've stitched it twice.
Mine is in that.
And yes, let's grab Louise's so you can see a little bit different finish. So here's this finish, and then look at Louise's. Isn't that fun? So you can see two different ways and two different linens. So a lot of fun. And this, stay tuned. I liked it so much I stitched it twice, and this will be the giveaway for the 700 subscribers. So that'll be coming up in a little bit. All right, so now we're going to move on to Louise's fully finished projects. She's got quite a few to share. You're going to love it. All right, so let's go with this one. Tell them about this one.
This was a fun little pattern that I was gifted, and I enjoyed stitching, and I just fully finished it last night.
It's hot off the press.
It's hot off of the press. So I made it into a little pillow, but I just thought it was as cute as it could be. I used this little snowball pom-pom trim, and, you know, being able to sew it on, I used a cording foot, which made it so much easier. But it was a fun little stitch.
And she used the call for threads and the call for fabric. This is a Bruno Gervais with a needle and thread, and it is just adorable. And her backing fabric, I think, is a Lori Holt, maybe? Not sure.
Not sure on that. I can't remember.
But it was perfect. The colors were matched perfect. All right. The next one she has, I'm going to let you hold this and I'll grab the magazine. Wanda started doing punch needle and used this magazine to make this gorgeous piece. Go ahead and tell them about that one.
Well, I wanted to finish it. I had this jar that I wanted to store my
Val Downy and Pearl
Cotton. I couldn't think of the name of them.
Yeah.
Pearl Cotton threads in, but I didn't have a lid for the jar. So I bought a little wooden disc, I don't know, thing from probably Hobby Lobby, but it didn't fit exactly. So, you know, you pull out the old Dremel tool and put a sanding disc on it and you make it fit. It's not the prettiest, but it worked. But I finished it and made me a lid for my jar.
I love it. Look at the wool on the outside, just perfect. It's so, so cute.
And that wool was fun because it became from a mission.
Yeah, yeah. That was a fun one. All right. Now we need to do your, oops, let's see. Do this one. Tell them about that one.
This was one of the Pinker and Pumpkin free little stamps that she puts on her site. And I decided to finish it on this one little little finish that I got from the Dollar General, I believe. Yeah. It was a $1 little finish, but I thought it was a cute, just perfect for that little Pinker and Pumpkin.
That is really cute. All right, next, she's still working on this. She's going to add a little something to it.
I want to add some cording.
This is Primrose Cottage Stitches, and it's called Welcome Autumn. And this is kind of hot off the press too. She's wanting to have some things to show today, so she's going to add some cording and probably use one of the called for back here that'll match and make some cording.
This is only my second flat fall, so I still have a lot to learn in finishing, but
That's great.
Our house is a open floor plan, so there's really not a lot of wall space.
Yeah.
We have a lot of windows and not a lot of walls. So I have to figure out a different way to finish that I'm not putting things on the wall.
To show things, yeah. And I'm kind of covering up. She's got a gorgeous tier tray back here. And so we've got some JBW in here, and she's got this adorable little owl that she finished recently. And then the Ye Old Crow. I'm going to hand you this one so you can show that one. That's a JBW too. And then this is Ye Old Crow and another JBW, the pumpkin. So she's done a lot of finishing. Look how cute the back is on this with that pumpkin, felt pumpkin and her little rickrack stem. So cute.
These were fun stitches.
Yeah. So cute. All right. So now, let's see. She just finished this recently. And this is Lizzie Kate, and it's Gather a Harvest. So she's planning on finishing this one soon. What do you think how you're gonna finish it?
Probably a flat fold. I kind of like that, and I think I've gotten enough little pillows right now. And this was a little large, so I'm thinking I'm gonna do a flat fold.
That'll be cute. Okay, so there's that one, and then she has another Lizzie Kate. All right, so this is Thankful String, dropped out notes that I had sent to her. She borrowed this chart, and it's adorable. It's so fun. It's a
fun little stitch. Yeah. It's just long.
Yeah.
And trying to figure out how I'm going to finish it. But I did see somebody that had done a long flat fold. So I may consider doing something like that. I don't know. Or I could do a long pillow. I haven't quite decided on yet. So,
I did mine on the rolling pin. If you remember that, you can go back and look at my videos on that one. And then I brought her this pattern and the finishing piece, and she's already stitched it. So she was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Well, and, it was a quick stitch.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. So she's going to be finishing it soon. All right, so now we're going to move into whips. I'm going to show you Lily's. Lily's didn't get much work. In fact, I missed my first Sunday ever this year for my whips for Lily's. But just busy being away from home. So I'll show you this one real quick. I think I put one motif in it since I last showed it to you.
Oh, that's gorgeous. That is beautiful.
I think I worked in this little flower over here, so I haven't done a whole lot on it since I last showed it to you. But it's coming along. It's just something I've enjoyed, and I just even, when I think of the name, even consider the lilies and just how much we are cared for by our Heavenly Father. It just means so much. And then, let's see. I've continued to work on the Madame Chantilly ornaments. I'll show you that real quick. So that's this pattern. And let's see. So we've got the little number 1, number 2, the little snowman, and then the holly, and then I started the little bird, and I'm going to make him blue. I'm going to have a little blue bird. So that's Madame Chantilly. And then Louise and I decided to try our hand at the black, using a Stitching with the Housewives pattern, a freebie called A Very Merry Christmas on her blog. And so she had some 14 count Aida in her stash, so we started stitching that. So that's been fun to do together. And we were kind of doing it as a test because we want to do the home piece that she has with the wreath. And we wanted to make sure before we made the investment of buying the black fabric that we're actually going to be able to see it. And both of us with the 14 count have done really well with it. And enjoyed it.
I have to stitch with my magnifying lamp. I guess these old eyes don't want to cooperate, but it really was not as bad as I thought it was going to be with my magnifying lamp.
And then I started with Celeste Creates, my friend Celeste. We started Deck the Coop Pin Keep by Stacey Nash. And I decided to do mine on 26 count even weave. So it's quite tiny, but I love it. I love how it looks on there.
It is beautiful.
That's been my start on that. And I'm using the called for colors. So that's been a lot of fun. And then my last whip, I started working pretty hard on this stocking the other day when we had our Tuesday stitch group. And this is the last stocking in Home for the Holidays book. And I'll show it to you real quick. So it's the last one, and this one's called Decorating the Tree. And this is my progress. So getting pretty close.
They're gorgeous.
That's been a fun one to do. All right, Louise, let's show your whips. All right. So she has to tell us die. This is by Quaint Rose Needle Arts. And she's using Ribbon Red. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love that. It's so pretty.
I've enjoyed working on this one.
That's gorgeous. All right, and now she has, okay, the Bent Creek flag of 1998. So that's this pattern.
And I don't have a lot.
So she's
I got it upside down.
Nope, you got it
I
right.
got it right.
Nope, you've got it right. So this, she's got to add the flag. So that stitching might go pretty quickly since it's just in the row. And then she's got to do the pole, more of the pole and some of the swirls. But she's got a good start on it.
I think this one had an error or two in it.
We have those occasionally for sure. And then she's got Blackbird Design. What Remains is Love. And she's got to start on it. And it's really, really pretty. Just really pretty.
I haven't got a lot done,
That's
but
okay.
I think this is probably the smallest count I have worked on. And
so this is...
And it's stitching 1/2, I think.
Yeah.
But it's so tiny, 35 count straw, I think is what it is.
It's beautiful.
But I challenged myself on stitching something that small.
It's going to be so pretty. And then her last whip is the Prairie Schooler Santa. Wanda has stitched all but 2. Is that correct?
All but 2, and I'm on countdown to finish them. And
so this is the one she's stitching. This is 1992.
And I only have a little start on it. And this is the first one that is not in a red suit.
He's got a gold coat.
He's got on the gold coat, and it's not showing up, but it's a tiny start. But I've been trying to do 1 a month. And I finally had to borrow the last 2 patterns. And thank you, Jan McCarson, for sharing your pattern.
Yeah, that was sweet. All right, before we move into our encouraging word and our giveaway, I was here less than 24 hours, and Louise and I hit the estate sales. So I thought I would bring some stitching that we saved. So the first estate sale we went to, I saved these. These are just silhouettes, and I thought they were really pretty, and couldn't pass them up or leave them there. So they came home with me.
They're gorgeous,
and they're in a heavy frame. They've got glass on them. They're just a really nice pieces. And in fact, that lady, she had several cross-stitch pieces throughout the home.
Big pieces.
Yeah, like the Leisure Arts Santas from the books that have all the Santas in them. There were several of those in there. Beautiful pieces. And then the next estate sale we went to, I hadn't even seen these in the pictures, and I had looked at the pictures, and we went into one of the bedrooms, and there they were on the wall, and oh my goodness, I love the rooster. So the rooster says, early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise.
And this one is, today is tomorrow. You're worried about yesterday. Today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday.
Yeah. I thought the flowers on this one was really pretty. And of course on this one, I love that rooster and the sunrise.
I believe these were stamped.
Yeah.
And originally stamped.
Both, yeah, the silhouettes were too. They're stamped pieces.
Is this the last two pieces here?
Mm-hmm.
One thing we do have to look forward to the next time. I've got Louise committed to work on O Tannenbaum while she's here. I haven't seen it yet, but she tells me she brought it.
I did bring it.
And so I'm hoping I'm going to get her on the path to getting it completed. You know, Christmas is coming.
It's coming.
So quickly.
And I regret that I forgot to bring Jessica's Christmas or her snowman table runner that Wanda had made for her for one of her shower gifts, and some little snowmen. So I'm going to insert pictures of those here. And then also my mom and I went together and made a picnic quilt for Jessica and Jacob. So I'll insert the pictures here. I hate that I forgot them back at Jessica's house, but I was already on my way here when I remembered that I could have brought them. So you'll see some quilting. It'll just be pictures inserted. And then, yes, I will work on Old Tannenbaum.
We'll see. Y'all hold her to it. We need Old Tannenbaum finished.
Yes.
Mine's finished.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to say encouraging words and give you the winner after that, and then we'll sign off. And I want to thank Louise so much for being on this with me. This was a treat to be able to have her with me. So the encouraging word, I wanted to do a couple of friend quotes and then a scripture. So true friends are never apart. Maybe in distance, but never in heart. And that was unknown. Didn't know who that said that. Friendship is a sheltering tree. Samuel Taylor Coleridge. And then a friend loves at all times. Proverbs 17:17. So if you have friends that are close by, just cherish them. If you have friends that are far away, FaceTime with them, Zoom with them. Just be intentional and plan a time to get together with them, even if it is Zoom or FaceTime. It still is a lot of fun. We laugh, we giggle, we joke with each other. What'd you do with my ruler? And you know, we're 800 miles apart. So.
And we use Jack a lot.
Yeah, Jack is her name for the seam ripper. You know, Jack the Ripper. You know, he comes out a lot, but we laugh, we giggle. It's just been fun to keep our friendship fresh and alive, even though we're that far apart. Thankfully, my daughter lives here, so I get to come visit sometimes.
Yay!
So that makes a difference. Yeah.
Ohio is a long way from Enterprise.
Yeah, it is. All right, so our winner for 700 subscribers, thank you so much. I've had quite a few new subscribers. Thank you. Love your comments, love reading them and replying to them and answering questions if you have questions. That's been a lot of fun. So this is the piece that I will be sending to Kathy Gwinther. She lives in Minnesota, and Kathy, congratulations. Just send me an email. My email is in the drop-down box, and I'll get this shipped to you just in time for Thanksgiving. So thank you for watching, Kathy. She's a new subscriber, so I'm excited to share this with her. So thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you, Louise.
It's been fun.
And we will have some adventures in the next week or so, we hope. And then maybe when I'm back in Enterprise, we can do another video someday. Thank you.
Been fun.
Yep. Bye.
Bye-bye.